Hey guys, Cronus Falls here, and today I am doing an account rework for Gymrat003 here. So he has asked me to come in here today and take a look at his Nightmare Clan Boss team, as well as Spider and Dragon dungeons. So let's go ahead and take a look at what he's doing here right now. So if we come into the Nightmare Clan Boss, we can see right here, looks like he's doing about 12 million a key on Nightmare. But his team is Tyrell, Frozen Banshee, Occult Brawler, Bad L, and Skull Crusher. So this team should definitely be able to do a 2-key here, although we won't want both of these. I think Occult Brawler is going to be coming out, and that should help us out a lot on the damage because they won't be conflicting with each other on the poisons. Frozen Banshee, especially on a counterattack team, can absolutely handle it by herself, especially in conjunction with Bad L. So we will be working on that today. Let's also take a look at the dungeons here. So Dragon Dungeon, it looks like we are stuck after 18, so 19 is where we can't beat, and obviously we want to be farming 20. Spider Dungeon, looks like we are stuck at 15, haven't moved past that yet. So those are going to be our goals for today, is to move forward in Spider, move forward in Dragon, and bump up that Nightmare damage. So let's take a look at the champions right now. And so we do have a Rosin Scarhide here, so I think he's going to be our 5th for the clan boss. Occult Brawler is going to be coming out of there. So we're going to need to get him, actually we don't need to get him into Lifesteal, which is very nice. I don't usually get to work with a Bad L in a counterattack team, so that's going to make things a lot easier here. Bad L, looks like he's speed tuned for Ultra Nightmare, which is interesting. Rosin is tuned for Nightmare, which is good. And then let's take a look. Our Tyrell is tuned for Nightmare as well. Our Frozen Banshee tuned for Nightmare. And our Skull Crusher, where was he? There he is. What is your speed like? Okay, so our Skull Crusher is not properly speed tuned. And I think that is the root of our issue right there. He is in lifesteal gear, which is good, but he's got him in defense percent boots, so that should be pretty easy to move up. So I think that's what we're going to do first, is work on our Nightmare build. But let's go ahead and take a look at the gear he's got here. So 674 pieces. That's a good amount to start with, but let's go ahead and check for flat stats here. Alright, so we do have quite a few. Actually, not too many. So obviously all of these are going to go. There is just really no use for these in the account. So all of those go bye-bye. That is an easy start. Now let's take a look at the champions. Anyone using bombs? Does not look like it. We have a man-eater here, so that's good to know. I don't think we have a second one though. So let's see. Any bomb champions at all? Does not look like it. Any second man-eater, because if he did, we could make something happen for Ultra Nightmare too, but it doesn't look like it. So we're going to go ahead and check for attack percentage gloves next, since we don't have any bomb champions. Attack percent gloves. Alright, so we have quite a few here. I will keep any that look really good, but otherwise no. Those have speed, so they're a contender, but still not great. Those can definitely go. Those can go. Those can go. Those can go. Yeah, that can go as well. Those can stay. Those can go. 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 And if these had rolled speed, they could stay, but since they did not, they will be going as well. Actually, you know what? These will stay, those will stay, and these will go. And that is going to be... Actually, those will stay as well. So I'll leave those 3 just in case he does pull a good bomb champion like Lord Shazar or something, but all the rest of those are going to have to go away now. So we've got the easy stuff out of the way as far as what we're looking for. Now what I'm going to do is go through the entirety of the gear one piece at a time and look it over and say, okay, HP percent and accuracy and a life set, that's fine, but that is not. Resistance and HP definitely goes. Crit rate and HP can stay. Crit rate probably goes. Let me see. So this is kind of a later game account, so I'm going to be a little more picky, like common items. I'll let that stay because it rolled well. That can stay because of speed. But for the most part, they're going to go, like, this doesn't have a speed substat. So basically, I'm going to go through the rest of this gear and go through it with a fine-tuned comb and see if there is anything else to get rid of. Alright, so we're at the end of the gear cleanse here. We have 262 items to sell. So that's going to get us down into the 500 range, which is good. We can start building up some more stuff from there. There's definitely still some stuff in here that's going to need to go as time goes along. But since he's not even farming Dragon 20 yet, once he's doing that, that'll help him to build up a lot better stack of gear here. So let's go ahead and sell this. 6 million in the bank for us. Let's see the glyphs here, looking pretty good, although we are a little low on speed glyphs. That might make speed tuning a little tougher. But now let's go ahead and get into the builds. So as I said, Skull Crusher, I'm going to need him to get into the Nightmare tuning range. So that would be 171 ideally. So I need to bump him up about 49 speed. He is not in speed boots right now, so if I just make that switch, that would be pretty easy to get him to the kind of range we're looking for. And then Beck was a little high on speed, 193, so we need to get him under the 189 range, which we're pretty close to as it is. And then we'll just be kind of fixing up the builds from there. Rosin, what's he looking like? He was in the right speed. His defense is a little low, but this stuff isn't really rolled up. 62% crit rate. Is he in crit? No, he's not. So he's got pretty good crit rate. He's in a resistance chest. I'm guessing he's using him for Spider. Let me take a look there. Spider. What was he doing? He's not using him from Spider. Interesting. Maybe Arena. Let's see. Arena. What's he doing? No, Rosin's not in there either. He's using him on offense. He is. Okay. So that's where he's using them. He does have a Skull Crown though, so she's definitely going to be coming in. So we're going to go ahead and work on these builds right now, and then I will go ahead and cut back in once we're done. Alright guys, so the gearing is done. Let's go ahead and take a look at the team. So Rosin, first of all, let's take a look. We'll just go through all the pieces here. So his weapon is at 28 accuracy, 9 speed. 6 speed, 11 accuracy, 5% crit rate on the helm, and then 5 speed, 17% crit rate, 4% defense, 6% crit damage on the shield, 60% HP or defense percent gloves rather, with 6 speed, 20% crit rate, 6% crit damage. On the chest, again 60% defense, 13% crit, 7% crit damage. And on the boots, we've got just basically 30 accuracy and 7% HP. We have him in a defense ring. It is at 11% defense as well and 5% HP. On the amulet, we have him in crit damage. It has 20 accuracy on it and is not rolled up all the way just because I don't want to waste all the silver quite yet. And then we are at 78 accuracy on the banner with 9% HP, 10 speed, and 4% defense. So overall stats, this is bringing him to about 30.5k HP. Almost 4,000 defense, 172 speed, 75% crit rate, 102% crit damage, and 243 accuracy. So he's looking really solid here. Our Bad L, he's at about 36k HP, 4235 defense, which is really good, 184 speed, and 211 accuracy, which is good enough for Nightmare. A little low for Ultra Nightmare, but if we get him into a 5-star banner at some point, he'll be looking really good. And it is important here that he is the fastest one since he'll be our cleanse. So 184 speed is to make sure he is faster than everyone else in our team. So as far as the gear goes, he is in a speed weapon with 30 accuracy, 7 speed. And then the helmet has 13 speed and 12% HP. The shield is giving us 11% defense, 19% crit damage, which we don't really care about, but 18 speed, which is very nice. The gauntlets are giving us defense percent with 13% attack, which doesn't really matter, but 19 accuracy, which we wanted. And then the chest plate, 50% defense with 13 speed. And finally, the boots, also defense percent with 14 speed on them, so and 4% HP, which is nice. Then we've got him in a defense ring with 4% defense. Defense amulet with 9% crit damage, which doesn't matter so much here. and an accuracy banner with 3 speed and 6% HP. So his build is looking really good. If we can get him into a better accuracy banner, he'll be really good for Ultra Nightmare as well. Obviously, we would have to switch the speeds around a little bit for that. Although with this speed setup, we could do Ultra Nightmare. We would just have to do a little bit of a setup at the start. So it is viable though. That is his build. Let's go on to Skull Crusher here. So as far as his build, we've got him at about 32k HP, 3689 defense, which can get higher, I'll show you in a second. 171 speed, which is perfect, 97% crit rate, 91% crit damage, and 28 accuracy is very good for him. We don't want him to land his debuffs. So the reason I said it could get better, this defense ring, we do want a better one. I didn't really want to roll 4 stars up to 16. So as we get Spider on a better farm, he'll get something better for that. It's also in an HP banner because it had the right amount of speed that I needed. We would want to move him into defense here as well. Over time, once we can get something with 8 or 9 speed on it, or 7 with a glyph, you know, something like that. Anything that can get him right to that 171 mark we want him at. Or perhaps down the line, once you're doing Ultra Nightmare more regularly, you'll want to bump him up to 191 speed and get some more here. But that being said, let's look at the gear. So he's in a Divine Speed weapon with 10 speed on it, 13% crit rate. Is in Lifesteal, and he has a 9 speed on his helmet, as well as 5% HP and 17% crit damage. On the other Divine Shield, the Divine Speed set, which is the shield, he has a 6% crit rate, 19 speed, which is very good, and then 8% defense, so very good for him. He is in crit rate gloves, so we could bump up his defense by putting him in defense percent, but considering the build that he already has defense percent on both of these, I figure just leave it at crit rate and it'll get better as these two pieces get swapped out. So these are pretty good though. They are giving high resistance, so honestly the substats aren't anything special. We do get 5% defense though. And then on the chest, it is a defense percent as well with 9 speed, 4% crit rate, 6% HP. On the boots, we are also defense percent with 6 speed, 4% crit rate, and 8 accuracy. And then the ring, like I said, it is defense. We just want to get a little bit better one on him with time. It does give us 9% defense as well. On the amulet, defense and the substats don't matter. And on the banner, we're HP with defense percent and speed substats. So that is his build right there. Let's go ahead and move on. We've done these 3, so let's take a look at our Tyrell here. So our Tyrell is at about 30k HP, 4200 defense, 179 speed, so he's our second fastest. And then we have him at 70% crit rate, 81% crit damage, and 209 accuracy, which is plenty good for Nightmare. So let's take a look at the gear. 19 speed and 11 accuracy on his weapon, very good. 13 speed and 11 accuracy on his helmet. 32 accuracy, 12 speed on his shield here. And then we have crit rate gloves with 11% HP as well as 5 speed. We have 60% Divine Speed chest in defense, and it has 12 speed, and that's about it for the substats there. And then we've got him in defense percent boots, again in the Divine Speed set, and these are giving us 10 speed and 10% HP as well as 5% crit damage. He is in an HP ring, but it does have a good defense roll here, 16%, so we don't really have anything better to go with there. But his build could come up a little bit if we could get a defense ring with good defense percent rolls. He's in a defense amulet with really good accuracy here, 27. And an accuracy banner with 6% HP and 15% defense. So all looking very good there. He's at the right speed, so we're looking really solid. And then our Frozen Banshee is the last one coming in here. So she is at 30k HP. 3409 defense, which can also come up, as you'll see here in a second. 173 speed, so she's at the right speed. And then 230 accuracy, which is good all the way through Ultra Nightmare. Let's look here. We have HP on the ring, as well as on the amulet, and only 4-star defense on the banner. So all 3 of these pieces could be replaced to bring her defense up more towards the 4,000 range, which would be really good. And then she'd be looking perfectly viable for Ultra Nightmare as well. She's pretty good as is though. And we're getting that 230 accuracy without needing an accuracy banner, which is very good for us. So that is the build. Let's go ahead and get into a run here. I believe there are some keys in his mailbox. Yes, there are, so we will be taking those. Not sure if Ultra Nightmare is unlocked. It is not, so we can't do a test on there, but we are going to go ahead and do one on Nightmare here. So you're coming out of the build. This all looks okay. Rosin is the other one coming in. So we want Tyrell to be first, we want Frozen Banshee second, and then Rosin and Beck, their A1s don't really do anything. And we don't want him landing his debuff on his A1, so he's going last. So this should work perfectly fine on auto. Let's go ahead and give it a run here. So Beck should start with his poisons, there we go. We go for the preemptive strike, which doesn't do anything against the clan boss. Tyrell does work a little bit better on manual, but he still gets everything done that he needs to without it. So we get our decreased defense up, we get our weaken from Rosin. So this is running perfectly fine, we're getting our counter attacks off, and we've got plenty of poison building up, so this should easily be a 2-key team. I'm going to go ahead and cut here, and we will come back in at the end of the fight to see how we do. Alright, so we're coming up on the end here, and our team has fallen out of rotation, so I'm guessing there's something wrong with the Masteries. We're slightly short of a 2-key here, so once we get that fixed up, I think it should be good. Let's go ahead and back out and take a look at our champions here. Let's see, so first of all, Rosin. What are we running on Masteries? We are looking pretty good there. No sort of turn meter boosting, so he's good. Beck, what do we have on you? Okay, so we do have some turn meter boosting here, so that is going to be an issue. So we need to go ahead and re-roll these. Gonna take our straight line down to War Master, as we always do. And then we are going to go ahead and grab accuracy, Swarm Smiter for accuracy. Then we are going to take Lore of Steel. We will take... I don't think we need Sniper. We would want Lasting Gifts, potentially. But I don't think we want Cycle of Magic. That could mess us up pretty good. So I think we're going to come down into Master Hexer. And then we will take maybe Kill Streak here, just because we don't want to mess up the speed at all. Let's see, anything else worthwhile up here? We can grab Evil Eye for other content. And then we will take Heart of Glory. We will take Life Drinker, and we will grab Kill Streak. Alright, so I think that should be pretty good for us there. Another option would be if we didn't want to come down to Master Hexer, we could try and navigate our way over here to Lasting Gifts and instead take Spirit Haste and Lasting Gifts. I'm going to go Master Hexer for the poisons, but I believe either way should be fine. Let's go ahead and back out there. Our Skull Crusher, what does he have? Solidarity, Shadow Heal, Blast Proof. Alright, this should all be fine. I would prefer to have Single Out and Heart of Glory in here. Well, maybe not Heart of Glory, but over Shadow Heal, I would like Single Out a little bit more. That's not the biggest deal in the world. We don't have any turn meter boost right here, so we should be looking fine on him. And then let's take a look at our Tyrell here. No turn meter boost, so we are looking fine on him. And finally, Frozen Banshee here does have some turn meter boost, so we're going to have to re-roll these. And we're just going to do something along these lines. And then come over here for our War Master. And then nothing else here really matters, so we're just going to grab that, that, and call it good. Alright. So let's go ahead and try another run here. We do have 2 more keys to work with, so I'm just going to go ahead and cut it here and come back in with the results. Alright, so we are at the end of the run. Everyone stayed perfectly in sync this time. Our Frozen Banshee was the first to die. That's just because she has the lowest defense. So Tyrell's next. He goes down. We're dying to the slams, which is perfect. That means we are pretty much as far as we can go. I expect that our Skull Crusher will probably go down this turn, unless he's able to fully heal himself here. So he may live one more. Nope, he doesn't. Alright, so that's going to be the end. Bad L last to go down, and that's about 24 million, which is an easy 2 key. So that is completed. We've doubled the clan boss damage, so very excited about that. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the dungeons. So, as far as the dungeons go, let's look at his spider team that he's running here. So if we were going to come into 16, this is what we'd be looking at. Bellower does not need to be in here. Is he in a stun set or something? Actually, I'm curious. Let's back out here. Champions, Bellower, where are you? There he is. He is not in a stun set, so he's just basically there as AoE damage. That's not really going to help us at all, so not a whole lot of use out of him there. So he's going to be coming out for us, definitely. Stag Knight's probably going to go in. How is our Stag Knight built? Let's see, Stag Knight, he is looking a little weak here, so we're going to go ahead and buff him up, I think. Let's see, what's the team going to be overall, though? So we come back in here, and we look at this. It's green that we're going to be going up against next. I think he comes out for Stag. Tyrell might stay in for now, probably. Anyone else that I would want to trade? Let's go by rank here. Apothecary I do want to come in. So I probably have Tyrell come out and Apothecary come in. And then I'll have to look at my Cold Heart and Royal Guards builds to see what their crit is looking like, because Bad L might need to stay in there. So yeah, his crit rate's really low. His build actually isn't that great anyways, but yeah, let's look at the skill here. I don't think this gives any extra crit rate. No, it does not. So he's not booked at all either, which I guess doesn't matter too much. He's going to do less damage, but it'll still be on the proper cooldown. And then Cold Heart here, she is fully booked, which is good. And what does her build look like? Her crit rate is still too low even with Beck as the leader, so we're going to work on her as well. So I'm going to go ahead and work on the spider team right here, and then I will come back in when I'm done and we will give it a shot. Alrighty, so we have done some re-gearing. Let's take a look here. First at Stag Knight. So our Stag Knight here is at 33.5k HP, 2980 defense, almost 3k, and then 204 speed. He's going quite fast. 181 accuracy, which is a little bit low actually. I would like to get it higher, but I think it'll be alright for now. What do his Masteries look like? That is looking good. Alright, let's take a look now at our Cold Heart. So Cold Heart Masteries are looking pretty good. Probably would, I don't know. I guess Spirit Haste is not the biggest deal. Either one of these would have been fine. And then let's take a look. Who else were we rebuilding here? Royal Guard, that's the one. Alright, so let's take a look at him now. So he is at 31k HP. 1500 defense, which is pretty low, 180 speed, 81% crit rate. We're going to have Bad L as the lead, so that'll basically be 100%, 221 crit damage, 197 accuracy. And Cold Heart stats were 38.2k HP, 2400 attack, 1254 defense, 180 speed, 56% crit rate. So between Bad L and the Heart Seeker, that'll basically be 100%. 181 crit damage, 204 debuff accuracy. So we are looking pretty decent here. Let's go ahead. I forgot to check out Apothecary here. I do want him in there as well. What is he looking like? 211 speed, 2600 defense. He's pretty slow. I would like to get him running faster here if we can. Let's go ahead and just take a look and see if we can quickly... Let's see, what needs to be replaced? That's got good speed, that's got good speed, that's got good speed. That has good speed. He's not in speed boots. Okay, that's the issue. So I'm going to go ahead and roll up some speed boots for him real quick. We should have some in the speed set here. Or do we not? Oh yeah, there we go. Alright, so I'm just going to throw these on him, and then I will cut back in. Alright, so Apothecary is looking better here now. He is at 35k HP, 3000 defense, 269 speed, which is nice, and the rest doesn't really matter. So let's go ahead and jump into this here. We are going to go into the Spider's Den. So the one thing I am worried about is Royal Guard and Cold Heart don't perform as well against lower levels. I think 16 is high enough, so we're going to pull those guys out. We are going to grab Stag Knight and Apothecary and pull them in here. And then, I don't think we have to auto 16, do we? Let me see here. What's our next spider mission, actually? We're only on the 3rd set, so I'm not sure there even are spider missions. But let's see. Spider. No spider here. So I think it's spider 15, 17, and 20 you have to auto, if I'm not mistaken. Let's go ahead and run through it here. So let's come in. The idea is for Bad L to be taking the hits from the spiderlings. One issue we're going to have going through different setups is that different people are going to be taking the hits. So Bad L is going to be really good against green, but not so good against the others, which could be an issue for us. We might have to sub someone else in. Luckily, Tyrell can do it pretty well against a red affinity, so we'll give that a shot, but let's go into this for now. Alright, so we managed to beat 16. My dog was barking up a storm though, so I went ahead and cut that out, but we're going to go on to 17 here. So 17, that is Void, so we're expecting them to go on our Stag Knight. He does have the lowest HP out of everyone, so just hope that he can survive. He is pretty fast, so that should help a little bit. Let's go ahead and get this going. Alright, so it's basically going to be the same as last time. Just go ahead, speed up. Get that off, boom, and then go A1. Go Takedown. And then Heartseeker. And then we'll just keep it going here. And we want to keep the turn meter down as low as possible. Get the slow, hopefully. We do. Stag is looking pretty bad here. Let's get a heal on him and a cleanse. Cool deal. Get some turn meter drop if we can. Not really. Go some AoE. Kill some spiders. Stag's looking okay. And come around with the A1 again. Get some War Master going. Speed up here. And then see if we can get Evil Eye from our Royal Guard. We do. I don't think Cold Heart's going to be able to make it here, though, unfortunately. We still got 2 turns left on that cooldown. Save the heal for when he needs it. So we're definitely going to get a feeding this time. Get a little bit of healing on Stag there from that A1. Save the heal again. Get another takedown off. Boom. A1 on our Cold Heart. I'm going to save that because we're about to get a feeding here. Hopefully Apot can come back around. He does. So I'm going to go ahead and heal up Stag here because I don't want him to go down instead of doing the turn meter boost. I don't know if that was smart because we might have been able to get Cold Heart back around. Get the cleanse off from Beck. Stag's looking really hurt. Let's go Heartseeker. We did manage to get it just in time, and I think we're going to be able to clear this as well. Get the speed up. Get our decreased defense, decreased attack across the board. Cool deal. Come on, don't let her feed. War Master, there we go. Alright, so that's another one down. Oh, I can sell this now. Sweet. This does look pretty good, but it is attack, and we don't have any bomb champions that we're worried about, so this is going away. We're never going to use it. Alright, so we're on to 18 here. 18, again, we expect them to go on Stag. They're actually going to be strong against Stag here, so I probably should have brought in Tyrell. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and back out real quick because this is not going to work. So let's edit team, get him out of here, get Tyrell in. There he is. Let me make sure his HP is low enough. It is. He's less than 30,000, so we're looking good. Just go ahead and jump in here. He does have pretty good defense, but we don't have a decreased attack going up, so that could be bad for him. Let's go ahead and speed up here. Get our A1 off. I wonder if I should start with the cleanse just because we get more damage. Tough to say. I'm going to go ahead and try and get the decreased defense off here. We do, just because we didn't have one off yet since Tyrell is slower. Not going to drop turn meter quite yet. Maybe I should, I'm not sure, but let's go A1 here. We will drop turn meter with Tyrell instead. There we go. Alright, so we're looking pretty good. We're going to get the takedown this turn from Royal Guard. And get the cleanse going first. Get the heal on our Tyrell. Takedown going out. Boom. Heartseeker about to go out. Boom. Alright, cool. Let's go AoE drop defense. And Tyrell is just taking a pounding. Luckily he's going to heal up here in a second. Beck's going to get some good healing for him. Perfect. And now we go A1. See if we can get some turn meter reduction from Royal Guard here. We do. I probably yeah, no. Never mind. We got decreased attack on, so once she does do her feeding, won't do as much to us. Some more healing from Beck. Looking good. Let's go AoE. And then A1 from Apoc. Didn't really get anything there. So now we're just hoping to get some more turn meter decrease back around before she gets her feeding. Let's get some cleanse going on. Tyrell's looking real haggard here, but we can go ahead and jump in here. This is rough. I think we gotta heal him, but I'm gonna speed up. We're just gonna see. Let's go A1. Hopefully they don't kill him. They do, damn it. Alright, that was a bad call, so I may have to redo this. I was really hoping that he would be able to survive, but alas, no dice. Let's go Heartseeker here. Do get some turn meter reduction, but not enough. Probably would have been smarter. Oh wait, we might get it here though. Takedown coming in hard. Let's go A1, heal up our Royal Guard a little bit. It's not going to be enough though. Let's see, do we heal him? I think we do. Need him to survive so we can get off as much damage as possible. Let's go AoE here. She feeds. It's looking really bad for us. Royal Guard's almost dead. He's going to go A1. Going to heal him up a little bit with Beck here. Get the cleanse. Apoc speeding us up, so we should come in before the Spiderlings. Let's go A1 here. Heal on our Royal Guard, see if we can drop some turn meter. We do, we get the decreased speed as well, which is good. Ooh, no, don't kill him. Alright, one turn until Heartseeker. If we can get it, we win. Luckily, they're not going on Cold Heart yet. They're focusing on Apoc. Heal him up a little with Beck here. Let's go ahead and speed up. And boom, Heartseeker will do it. Alright, so that is 18 done. We'll go ahead and keep that. On to 19. So 19 is going to be really tough. Let's see. I guess I keep Tyrell in because I don't want them going on anyone else. It's going to be pretty rough though. If Armiger was leveled, he'd actually be really good to bring in here right now. But he is not. So let's see. Any other changes? Maybe I keep Tyrell in, but Royal Guard comes out. I'm kind of feeling this right now. Or maybe Rosin even could come in. Rosin may be the better call because he does have 100% turn meter reduction, but Stag Knight does have the slow and the decreased attack. I think I'm going to try out Stag Knight. If he doesn't work, I'm going to go into Rosin. So let's go here. We're going to go ahead and speed up. Get our decreased attack, decreased defense across the board. Go A1 here, even though we're going to get less damage out of it. Heartseeker goes off. Let's go ahead and go A1 here for now. Probably should have saved that for when she had more turn meter since it is Evil Eye. Let's go A1 on the Spider, get some decreased speed going. Heal up our Tyrell. Cleanse him. and then go AoE with our Cold Heart. So the Spiderlings are getting pretty tanky now. Let's see if we can drop some turn meter here. We do. That's good. Alright, so we need some speed. A1 again, no War Master unfortunately. Heal him up with that a little bit. Go A1 with our Cold Heart. Tyrell's taking a hell of a pounding, but we're keeping him up okay. Get the decreased defense out. Stag's still one turn away because he's not booked. A little bit more healing for him. If he goes again before he gets healed, he's going to die from those poisons. And it looks like that's what's going to happen. So Tyrell's going down here. Ooh, that's unfortunate. Let's get that decreased defense out there. They're going on APOC now. Let's go ahead and speed boost. Get the cleanse. And we're not going to have... Oh, we do have Heartseeker. Okay, good. So we can get that down a little bit. A1 again. Yeah, this is not going too well so far. Maybe Rosin would have been a better choice. Although, I mean, without that decreased attack, Tyrell probably would have gone down a lot earlier. Let's go some AoE. We're about to get a feeding from the spider. Let's see. One. And there goes APOC. He is dead. Alright, so without that, this isn't going to work. So let's see if we can reimagine something here. Yeah, it wouldn't be good for them to go on APOC. So we kind of want Tyrell in there still. Let's try this out instead. Alright. So Rosin's coming in. He's going to give us decreased defense and weaken. But we're not going to have decreased attack on the Spiderlings. So that's going to make Tyrell a little more vulnerable. I may need to switch out his gear just for this. But we will see. Let's go A1. Ooh, that's unfortunate. Neither one of them are faster than Cold Heart, so we'll have to go A2 here. And then get the decreased defense off if we can. We do not. We'll have to do that. And then go A1 here. Man, Tyrell's just taking a hell of a beating. We need to go ahead and cleanse him already. Let's go with that. And then Heartseeker on the spider. Get a pretty good drop there. Let's get off the preemptive strike. So now she is looking pretty low. We can save the bog down until we need it. They're coming on Tyrell again. Speed up. Get a little bit of healing from Beck hopefully here. Ooh, he's looking real haggard though. Go A1. Get some turn meter reduction off that Evil Eye. Now do we bog down? I feel like we might just to save Tyrell. So let's go for it. Drop Spider, turn meter, save Tyrell here. And then go A1, get some more healing on him. Unfortunately, it's right before the poison, so he still takes a pretty big chunk of damage there. Hopefully APOC can get back around in time. Let's go AoE. And then A1 on the boss. Man, this is going pretty slow here, and it's looking pretty dangerous. We're going to speed up. Cleanse. There we go. AoE decrease defense. And then A1. Spider's about to go. We do not have weaken up yet. Interesting. So we'll do that. We still didn't get it, which is unfortunate. A little bit more healing for Tyrell. Ooh. Alright, so Tyrell's still looking okay. We've not done a whole lot of damage though. We do have 2 more turns to come around and do it. Save Heartseeker for another turn. Let's go A1. We'd be doing so much more damage if we got that weaken up. It's unfortunate, but that's just how it is. A1 again, got some good Giant Slayer procs. Speed up. Alright, so this is going to take a while. I'm just going to go ahead and cut this out, and we will go ahead and come back in if we can do it. Alright, so we couldn't do it again. We're going to go ahead and give it one more try here. Not sure what we can really change, though, to make the difference right now. We may just have to wait until Armiger can come in and replace our, what's his name, Royal Guard, because that would do a lot for us here. Also, I guess if Tyrell had a resistance chest, that might be okay. Let's see. What do we have for Tyrell here? Because if we can get him into a resistance chest, we may be able to stop him from dying as quickly and be able to keep him alive with Stag Knight in there. Where is he? There he is. Alright, so filter, chest, resist. We have one in accuracy, we have one in lifesteal. Let's see. His resistance is really low, though, is the issue. I don't think we're going to be able to get it that high, even with a banner, because we'd have to spend a lot of silver to get this going, and there's no resistance banners to work with. So that's not going to work. Yeah, I think for the time being, we're just going to have to call it there on Spider. 18 is going to be alright for us, and 19 will have to come around when Armiger comes in. So let's go ahead and take a look at our Dragon team now. Dragon should be a lot easier. So let's go ahead and take a look here, what we're running. This is an all-rare team, so I'm guessing he's doing this for the tournament. But let's pull these guys out. Let's say we want to bring in Bad L, because why not? Probably Tyrell, and then Apothecary. So I think this should work pretty well. We might want someone better to clear waves, actually. And what does Kale's build look like? Kale, he's not tanky at all. He's not built very well. So we might want him to come out too and bring in someone like Royal Guard, perhaps? That could be interesting. Otherwise, some CC would be nice. Maybe Rosin. Yeah, let's go ahead and give this a shot here. So we're going to come in. Rosin's going to give us some CC. He's going to do just overall good stuff for us. Obviously, Beck's going to keep us healed up pretty well. We're against a green affinity here, so we do have 2 weak affinities, but they are very tanky. So they should be doing okay here. Wow, Rosin's actually taking some pretty good damage. I forgot, we should have probably brought Stag Knight in for this one, just because it's green. But that's okay, we'll be doing fine. Beck is keeping us looking good here. So they've all got the block debuffs on them, which is unfortunate. Maybe even Madame Saris would have been good to bring in here just to get rid of that, although it probably would have come up after she did her thing anyways. This is going to be a little bit of a long run. Going to cut here, come in at the end. Alright, so we managed to do that pretty easy. 3 minutes. We will keep this for now. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one. So this is 20. Blue Affinity. This should be perfect for us. So let's just jump into it. I'm just going to cut to the end, and I think we'll be doing just fine here. Alright, so we're on the boss now. Tyrell actually went down in the second wave, so maybe someone like Madame Saris would be better to put decreased attack on, but as you can see, we're absolutely shredding the dragon himself. This is going to be no issue, and we're going to be coming in at about a 2-minute 30-second run, which is pretty solid. So that is Dragon, absolutely done. We can farm 20 easy now. Keep those for now as well. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the other dungeons. He didn't ask about them, but I did notice that they were not fully done as well. Let's go ahead and give this a try. You're going to come out, you're going to come out, you two can stay. Let's go ahead and bring in Madame Saris and Stag Knight. I think those will be good options here. Bellower's not in stun set, so he's not coming in. Yeah, I think overall that's going to be the best from what we have to choose from. So let's go ahead and jump into that. No aura, huh? I guess we will go Apothecary then. And then get Madame Saris there. She doesn't matter so much for red affinity, but yeah, there's just not really anyone else that I think would do better. So this should be fine. Get lots of decreased defense, decreased attack up after all. We've got 2 of them. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut towards the end of the fight, and we'll see how it goes. Alright, so 19 went pretty smooth there. Let's go ahead and take a look at 20 now. So 20, we're probably not going to want Rosin to come in here. Beck is still pretty good. We do still want Madame Saris and maybe Stag Knight. We want her. Poison is pretty good, but I think Beck's going to be okay. Royal Guard might even be a good option, although we don't have a Reviver in here, so if he kills himself on wave 2, that's kind of it. who to do. Skull Crown would also be a good option, but she is not built at the moment, so I think I'll bring Tyrell in here. We're gonna have 3 AoE decreased defense champs, so if we don't have it up all the time, that's gonna be pretty sad. Although we are gonna get some block debuffs here, so that actually will be the case. We're not gonna have it up all the time. That's okay. So we should be able to get through these waves pretty easy. Tyrell does some pretty decent damage. Stag Knight does okay damage. There we go, there's the block debuff, so that's going to slow down our waves considerably. There's going to be another one coming out on her right now, unless it already did. There we go, 1 down. So this is probably going to be more like a minute on this wave. They're going to be targeting Beck, which is kind of unfortunate because a lot of them do stun. And Beck is our main source of healing here. We don't really have anything else to do it for us. I mean, Apothecary does, but we don't have a Reviver. So it's a little bit more dangerous. We're going to get through the wave here right at the 55-second mark, it looks like. There we go. Alright, so on to the second one. This is where things start to get dangerous. Unfortunately, Saris just used that right there. If she had saved it one more turn, we would have been looking pretty good. There goes all of her removal, so now we're not going to be able to get rid of these, unfortunately. We do have some lifesteal from Beck, so he didn't kill himself there, but this is looking pretty hairy. He gets the heal from Apothecary, so we're doing okay. Tyrell just killed himself, which is really bad for us. Yeah, so this is going to be a little bit rough as it stands. We might want to go, instead of Tyrell, someone more like a Frozen Banshee or something like that. Just someone that's more single target and doesn't do a ton of damage except to the boss. The problem with her is she just really doesn't do anything else, and she doesn't target the boss immediately because, you know, it's Ice Golem. She goes for the ads. So someone like Kale might even be better. I'm kind of running out of time here. I've already been doing this for 4 hours, so I'm just going to leave some advice, which would be to get Kale in here. Or maybe Reliquary Tender. I saw that he was leveling her up, so she would be pretty good to come in as well. She could take Beck's spot pretty easily, and then you'd have a Reviver in there. You wouldn't really have to worry about it. As you guys have seen, you can run a lot weaker teams than this as long as you've got Apothecary and Reliquary Tender being your support. So we're still doing pretty good though, even without Tyrell. Poison's ticking away on the boss. We don't have any turn meter reduction because we don't have him, but we do have a slow, which is going to make the boss take less turns against us. We're about to get a big slam here, unless we can happen to time it to where the poisons tick him through. That'd be nice. Come on, poisons. Yes, okay, I think we did get it, so that is perfect. So I think this is going to be 20 done. Just not the safest possible. I don't think this is a 100% run, but we're going to be looking pretty good here. We're going to see one more slam unless the poisons get us past that as well. If we had a Kale and Beck, actually, that might be good on the poisons, although Beck's doing it pretty fine by himself. So, I mean, there's a lot of different options. He's got a pretty good account to come through. We're past the last slam, so now we're just going to be able to take him out. If everyone focuses him, which they most likely will. Yeah, there we go. So he is done. That's going to be Ice Golem 20 done in 3 minutes and 40 seconds, it looks like, which is not bad. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the Fire Knight. Pretty decent. Let's see here. So dungeons, Fire Knight. We've done 15, but at a pretty slow pace. Let's go ahead and try this one here. So Bellower's going to come out, you're going to go in. Let's see. Is this what we want? No, we want Stag Knight in here, so he's going to come in there. And then you're going to come out. Maybe, can you go in? Yeah, I think we want some cleanse there. We've got the AoE decreased defense and weaken. We're against a Void Affinity, so I think we should be alright like this. So this again is going to be kind of long, so I'm just going to go ahead and cut here and come back in at the end. Alrighty, so we are coming up towards the end of the fight on 20, which is pretty sweet. That means we are going to be able to auto this completely through on 20, which is the last dungeon. So Spider is all that he's going to need to worry about from here on. I think once he gets Armiger running though, he's going to be looking pretty good. So let's just go ahead and recap what we've done here today. So we went into the clan boss team. He was doing about 12 million on Nightmare. We went ahead and bumped that up to about 23 to 24 million for him, so doubled clan boss damage. Then we went into the dungeons and we got his Spider's Den up from level 16 to 18. We got the Ice Golem, or sorry, 15 to 18 rather, on the Spider's Den. Then we got his Ice Golem up from 18 to 20. We got Dragon up from 18 to 20 as well. And we've brought Fire Knight up from, I think it was, let's see, where were we? We were at 15, so we brought that up to 20. That is a success. I hope you like it, Gymrat. I had a lot of fun doing it. It did take quite a while and a lot of silver, but we got it done. So if anyone else is interested in a rework like this, make sure to hit me up on Discord. Link, as always, is in the description down below. Make sure to contact me there. My requirements are you need to have at least 10 million silver for me to work with. Obviously, the more I have, the more I can do. And then a list of objectives. So today we were looking to get Clan Boss, Spider, and Dragon moved up, and we went ahead and did all of that plus more. So yeah, anyone's free to do it. I am starting to get more requests on these, so they're getting a little backlogged. I think I'm about 2 weeks out from the last one I have scheduled right now. But I'm always happy to squeeze you guys in there and give any advice I can to anyone who's looking for any in the meantime. So make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment down below or join the Discord to talk about anything. Like I said, always happy to give advice, and thanks for watching.